7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Synthia St. James is a world-renowned multicultural visual artist and award-winning author and/or illustrator of 17 children's books, several poetry and affirmation books, a cookbook, a play, a monologue, and 2 marketing books. Her recent books include Healers, Orishas, Shamans, and Deities, The Healing Art of Synthia St. James, in which she shares 12 of her paintings created between March and November 2020, and Healing Inspirations. She released her first short novel, Hyacinth, a novelette, in 2021. Her first art table book, My Multicultural World, HBCUs, Capturing the Quintessence, My Kaleidoscopic World, Selena's Colorful Island, and Indigenous Inspirations, The Gift of Art were all released in 2022. She is a popular keynote speaker, educator, and public art designer who has garnered numerous awards, including the prestigious Trumpet Award, a Coretta Scott King Award, a History Maker Award, and an honorary doctorate degree from St. Augustine's University. Dr. St. James also serves as one of the global ambassadors for Susan G. Komen for the Cure's Circle of Promise. Synthia St. James' United States Postal Service stamp designs include the first Kwanzaa commemorative stamp in 1997. A total of 318 million stamps were printed using her first design, which was printed and used on the 32, 33, 34, and 37-cent stamps, and the 2016 Forever Kwanzaa stamp celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Kwanzaa holiday. Her paintings grace the covers of over 75 books, including the original international cover art for Terry McMillan's Waiting to Exhale and Iamla Van Zant's Acts of Faith. But few know that her artwork has been featured in United States embassies worldwide through the Art in Embassies program since the 90s. The House of Seagram, Coca-Cola USA, Maybelline, Essence Communications, National Coalition of 100 Black Men, Glendale Memorial Hospital, YWCA of Greater Los Angeles, Barnes & Noble, Marriott Hotels and Resorts, and AARP represent a mere sampling of her clients. She has also created 17 commissioned paintings for colleges and universities, and over 16 for nonprofit organizations, including her Vision for Empowerment for PAI.org.
Thank you to our narrator. I feel compelled to step in and lend a few comments of my own. My name is Jason, and I was connected to Synthia St. James through a mutual friend. And might I add, what a blessing it has been. Synthia maintains the ability to weave through culture, stories, timelines with a gentle touch. Almost the same way how recently I've heard the term that a talented musician can pierce the veil of our ancestors and take somebody back and connect with our heritage and our culture. And that's what Synthia does with the visual art and with her literature and other platforms of art that seems to come almost effortlessly, but it's because of the discipline she's developed since the age of 5, which is amazing. If you go through her home/gallery, you'll see different pictures all hung with care, like depicting different places in the world, different cultures, different villages, and while they all look similar, they look very different. You can tell that if you're in the South Seas, or if you are on the continent of Africa, or even if you're down in New Orleans.
This project is a living testament to the creativity Synthia St. James embodies. The stories she tells are shared with me, and she had a very clear vision at the age of 5, being an artist, announcing her plans to her family, Don't confuse our artistic ability with a lack of analytical and numeric mastery. Cynthia shared that part of her life journey, she had her own tax business for 10 years. Often people think most are either left brain or right brain, being creative or analytical, and obviously Cynthia's masters in both.
So the beauty of that, and them giving, depending on how they do their taxes, they can also write off their purchases as a charitable donation. So I want them to know that for sure. Always looking for, as my instructor in taxes told me, the bottom line. So your generosity also can help serve purpose for you as well. But it means so much to even just, this can be an always thing that goes on. You know, my association with Osaya is that which it could go on. It doesn't stop.
One can even go as far as to say it's the duality of Cynthia's reality.
We're surrounded by your beautiful creativity.
Kaleidoscopes fascinate people through the mesmerizing, ever-changing, and symmetrical patterns created by light reflecting off colored glass, offering a unique, non-repeating visual experience with every turn. This magic taps into a psychological appreciation for beauty, novelty, and the philosophical, constantly evolving nature of life itself. Symmetry and order. The mirrors create perfect symmetry, which the human brain finds inherently beautiful and calming. Constant change and novelty. No two patterns are ever exactly the same, providing an endless, unpredictable, and delightful visual journey. The broken pieces metaphor. Often filled with broken bits of colored glass, the kaleidoscope turns shattered, discordant pieces into a cohesive, beautiful image, offering a profound metaphor for finding beauty in disruption. Symbol of life. It is often seen as a reflection of life, a combination of changing perspectives, memories, and emotions, representing the beauty of the present moment. Psychological shift. Gazing into a kaleidoscope bypasses the brain's typical, known data networks, allowing a moment of pure, uninterrupted visual immersion. The visual griot of multiculture. Traditional West African griots, or Jeliu, are hereditary oral historians, musicians, and advisors who serve as the living archives of their communities. They preserve genealogies, and epics, perform at ceremonies, mediate disputes, and guide leaders, playing a crucial role in maintaining social cohesion and cultural heritage. Historian, oral archivist. Genealogy keeper. Griots maintain the familial records, births, deaths, and marriages of the community over generations. Oral historian. They narrate epic histories, chronicling the triumphs, political conflicts, and migrations of people or kingdoms. Cultural preservation. They ensure the preservation of cultural identities by passing down stories, myths, and ethical lessons. Musician, performative artist. Instrumental mastery. Griots often play traditional instruments, including the kora, string harp, balafon, xylophone, goni, lute, and kalam. Praise singing. They combine music with vocal performance, singing praises to historical figures and contemporary patrons. Oral storytelling. Performances are often dramatic, blending music with rhythm and storytelling to engage the community. Advisor, diplomat, and mediator. counselor to leaders. Historically, griots held prestigious positions as advisors to kings and leaders, using historical precedents to guide political decisions. Mediation. They act as mediators in local disputes, using their wisdom and knowledge of past conflicts to foster reconciliation. Social fabric maintenance. They often play key roles in ceremonies and social rituals, e.g., naming ceremonies, weddings, maintaining social etiquette. Cynthia's art tells the story in vivid color. The subject and surroundings are the result of detailed research for authenticity and accuracy. Is worth 1,000 words speaks to the remarkable power of visual art to communicate meaning, emotion, and story in ways that go beyond language. A single image can capture complex ideas, evoke memories, and inspire action, condensing what might require lengthy explanation into an immediate, visceral impact. Through color, composition, and subject, artists are able to express what words sometimes cannot, forging connections that resonate deeply with viewers. In this sense, an artist can be considered a modern-day griot, a traditional West African storyteller, historian, and keeper of cultural memory. Just as a griot uses words, music, and performance to convey history and heritage, an artist uses visual mediums to document, interpret, and share experiences. The canvas becomes a narrative space, and the artist's brushstrokes echo the griot's storytelling, ensuring that personal and collective stories endure across generations.